Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive, bringing you guys an update video, an announcement video, a 2016 recap video, a what to look forward in 2017 video, and pretty much everything in between. This video is going to be pretty casual. I do have some notes that I'm going to try to read off of and kind of just cover the topics I want to cover, but nothing too serious, guys. You don't have to watch the video. There's not going to really be anything on the screen aside from my face and the office behind me, so feel free to kind of tab out and put on your own music or whatever, but I do encourage you to listen and listen up, and hopefully you get something cool out of this. Again, I'm going to talk about kind of everything that's gone on the last year, kind of what my plans are for 2017, some of the new series I'm working on, and I have some pretty big announcements that I'm going to kind of fit into this video as well. So I definitely recommend, if you're a member of the aDrive army and you're interested in what we got going on here, definitely, you know, you're gonna want to listen. You're gonna want to listen, but it could be quite the long video, and I don't do these kinds of videos very often. I mean, I can't even think of the last time I did an update video. It was probably 6 months, maybe even longer ago. I don't really do these, and kind of the reason I don't do them is because for me, it's like I always have an idea in my head of what I want to do and kind of how I want to keep progressing. And I don't ever feel the need to just broadcast that directly because I do talk about that kind of stuff in my Let's Plays and on Twitch and things like that. But I really wanted to just kind of film one of these, just kind of a low-key, super chill, just kind of take a step back and just kind of recap and really just pour out my thoughts and my mind and my heart and all that other stuff kind of on this video. So I hope you guys are ready for it. And as always, definitely show your love on that like button down below. You know the dealio. Subscribe if you're new, all that good stuff. Before we kind of jump into things though, I do want to just take a moment here and really just thank you guys from just the bottom of this heart right here, guys. Like, I'm like actually about to like tear up already, and I just started, man. Seriously though, guys, this has been just a crazy year, man. It's just been a crazy journey, and I know 2016 wasn't the best year for a lot of people. For me, it was a year of just life-changing events, and I will talk about some of those events here in a minute. A lot's happened. This is probably the craziest year I've ever had in my 25 years of living. A lot of really good stuff, a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of not so good stuff that has turned to good stuff, and just everything in general. So first and foremost, thank you guys. Thank you for being the homies who hold it down and support, not only here on YouTube, but also on Twitch. It is just mind-blowing, guys. I never, ever in my wildest dreams thought that I would be in the position I'm in right now, being able to be a real-life Pokemon trainer and play Pokemon every single day and do it as a job. And it's more than just playing Pokemon, as I'm sure you guys probably understand, but the core root of it is I play video games on the internet, and that is just crazy. And I hope you guys understand how much I genuinely do appreciate what you guys do. Whether you watch the video, whether you like the video, whether you come to my live streams, whether you know, show the love with the bits or subscribe via Twitch or whatever it may be, all of that stuff kind of comes together and really just is unreal, man. It's just crazy, guys. Like, this office behind me, I'm not gonna lie, I love my office. It inspires me to work even harder, and if it wasn't for you guys supporting, I wouldn't have this cool office. Like, so much of the stuff here is from aDrive army members, and you guys are just amazing. And actually, now that I think about it, I will make a note on my sheet here for something else I need to talk about as I'm talking. But yeah, I just wanted to give a thanks, guys. Like, it's just been crazy. You know, the growth in the channel, which I'll talk about here in a few minutes, has just been unreal. We've done stuff that really no one has really done. We've really accomplished some pretty amazing things here, guys, and it's a true testament to the aDrive army first and foremost. You guys just always turning up, man. It is crazy, and like I said, you guys know how much I appreciate you guys. I hope you do anyway, and I hope you understand that my way of genuinely thanking you is not in these videos. It is by making videos every single day and by trying to stream every single day and putting my heart and soul into it and working as hard as I can. And you know, that's it, man. That's the way I feel. I feel that if I work and do my best and I stay true to myself and I stay true to you guys and I work as hard as I can, that we can do some pretty cool things. There's like a weird string hanging from my shirt here. Don't mind that, but we can do some pretty cool things here, and we've done that to this point, and that's just unreal. So before I kind of jump into our recap of 2016 and then talk about, you know, what's going on now in 2017 and some of the other stuff, I do want to ask you guys, kind of before I go into everything, if you could leave a comment below and let me know what your favorite thing on YouTube to watch is. Is it my shiny hunting? Is it my Wi-Fi battles? Is it my league battles? Is it my Let's Plays? You know, is it the cooking with aDrive? Is it those kind of things? Like, what is your favorite aDrive content to watch? And I really want to know, because it kind of gives me a little bit more direction in terms of what I'm doing. and kind of gives me a little bit more focus in terms of what you guys want to see the most. So I would love to hear your voice. I do read the comments, guys. I can't respond to every single one of them, as you probably know by now, but I do read them, and I do appreciate you taking the time to do that, so thank you. So let's talk a little bit about 2016, guys. 2016 was crazy, man. So 2016 started off with probably the worst start I've had to a year, really. If you guys don't know, I'm not going to say any names, but 2016 started off with me supposedly supposed to have another YouTuber come visit my house on New Year's to spend the New Year's with my my then fiance and our friend. And the guy never showed up, and he made a bunch of lies and stuff as to why he didn't show up. And our New Year's was pretty much ruined as a result of that. We basically were having this like mini party in my apartment with me, my wife, her friend, and this individual, this other YouTuber. And again, he never showed up. He lied to us. He lied to us all the way up until a few hours away from New Year's actually hitting, saying he was coming. And he dragged along this lie for like a few days that he was still visiting, and this was something that we had planned for weeks. So again, I don't want to say his name because I'd rather forget that this person exists, but definitely a weird start to the year. Definitely a weird start to the year because things were so strange. I don't know why that happened in the first place. I don't know why this individual lied, and I've been very quiet about it. I haven't really talked about it because I do want to respect the fact that, again, this person is a creator himself, and as much as I absolutely like hate this dude because of what he did and how much he lied to me, I don't want to be the one who brings someone else's content totally down. I know I could blast the dude on Twitter, I know I could, but that's just not me. So we're gonna keep that kind of on under the wraps. But so 2016 got started off so weird, guys. Like I said, that was just very, very strange, but you know, so many things happened. You know, I had my wedding first and foremost. I got married to the love of my life. It's crazy to think about, but I've been happily married now for over 5 months, right? I think 5 months-ish. Pretty nuts. We got married in July, if you don't know. I don't have a wedding video yet, guys. Our videographer has taken just an astronomical amount of time, if that makes any sense. Still waiting on the wedding video. Once I get it, though, I actually do plan on uploading it to my channel. I gotta kind of go through it and maybe edit it a little bit and make sure that I still have like my family's privacy intact, but I do want to share that with you guys. I did share some of the wedding pictures on my Twitter at one point in time, and I would love to share kind of a compilation of my wedding, because I know obviously you guys couldn't have been there. I didn't want to stream it, but you know, it was a very special day for me, obviously, and I'm so proud and just so thankful to have my wife, as she is, if you guys don't know my wife, Danny, she is just everything to me. She keeps me sane, she keeps me focused, she gives me great ideas. She, you know, she's just great, and she's been so supportive in everything I've done on YouTube and Twitch. And this isn't an easy job, and it's definitely not an easy job for you know, from a wife's perspective to have their husband do something like this, because one, it's very hard to explain to other people, and they really, a lot of times when you explain, hey, you know, my husband, he plays video games, they kind of tend to think less of me and my wife as a result, which is really dumb, but it's the truth, it really is. And so that's definitely a bummer, but you know, she's just been so supportive, and I know it's not always easy, especially considering the amount of time I put into this. Sometimes I don't always get to spend as much time with her as I would like, but I do try to find that good balance between, you know, creating videos and streaming and also spending time with my wife and my puppy and stuff like that. So wedding, honeymoon, awesome. That was amazing, seriously. That happened in 2016. While all that stuff was happening as well, I was in the process of buying a house, and as you can tell behind me, we did buy the house. Crazy. I don't know how I went from being, you know, young little Dan aDrive to somehow getting married and then buying a house within 2 months of each other, but we managed that. We managed to buy a house, and we were very lucky because we bought, if you guys don't know, we bought the house actually next door to my wife's parents' house, which I know some people are like, why would you want to live next to your in-laws? But they're great, seriously, they're great. We have our boundaries set so they don't really kind of interfere with our privacy, and we don't interfere with theirs, but they're right next door, and that is just such a great thing, because I'm really kind of clueless when it comes to a lot of handyman stuff, and having my father-in-law right next door is awesome. We did stay in Connecticut. I talked a lot about, I think my last vlog I probably talked, or like update video, I said I was trying to move to North Carolina, but we did stay in Connecticut, which is where I've pretty much grown up and where my wife grew up and stuff, and it's great to still be close to family. Even though I'm not the closest to my family, if I'm being totally honest, I am close to my dad, and I'm close with, you know, my wife's parents and stuff, and that's super important to me, so I'm glad to have them there. I've got my stepbrothers and my sister and all that stuff, so that's always nice. So I do have my family around, and that's always helpful, even though, you know, like I said, I'm not like super duper close to my family. Like, we talk once in a while, but we're not like the kind of family that gets together like every other night or whatever. You know, I know some families are like that, but we kind of just do our thing. My dad has his own business, I do this, like, we're all just busy people, you know? So that happened. happen, which was amazing. So happy to have this house, guys. Like, don't get me wrong, it's expensive, man. The bills are nuts, but we're making it work. I'm able to make the bills right now. It's awesome. I'm loving it, dude. Like, we have so much space. We have so much privacy in our own house. It's just great to have your own place, and you can tell from this office behind me, guys, this is like one of the biggest rooms in the house, probably the biggest room, and we decked it out with Pokemon. We got it painted to look like a Pokeball, and you know, like I said, you guys sent so much cool stuff, and that is really awesome. So I love this office, man. Like I said, it inspires me, and I told you guys that once I moved into a new house, it would give me an opportunity, away from my apartment anyway, it would give me an opportunity to not only create better content, but create more content and really step things up. And you can see this little couch behind me, and this couch will be used very soon. I don't know when, but eventually we will. You can't see it, but there's a TV right there, and I basically set up this room with the intention of being able to not only create content from this computer, but also to stream games from that couch too, with my wife and friends and stuff like that, and do some more casual type gaming, like some, you know, Wii U and when the Switch coming out and stuff like that. So we've got some really cool opportunities there, and I don't know, I just love this room, man. I really do. It's like I spend, you know, my whole day in it, so I really enjoy it. Let's talk about Lily. If you guys don't know my dog, Lily Pup, absolutely adorable, named after the Pokemon, of course. She's a miniature golden doodle. We've had her for about 1.5 years now, and when we got, she was the greatest puppy ever. She didn't really listen very well because she's a puppy. She's still a puppy, but we got her, and you guys were a huge part of that. If you guys don't know, a long time ago, 1.5 years ago, we set a goal on the stream to reach a certain sub goal, 1,000 subs. If we hit that, I would get a dog. I wanted to make sure that we had the financial capacity to actually support a dog, and thank goodness we did, because it was a wild ride in 2016 with Lily. You know, we went from having her in the apartment, which was a struggle because she was a puppy, and I hate locking her in the cage, but I was kind of forced to do that sometimes because I had to create videos, and she would bark a lot, and she would ring the bell and try to go outside to go to the bathroom, but she didn't have to go, and just dog stuff, right? Not a big deal. But basically, when my wife and I left and we went on our honeymoon, and I'm gonna go kind of on a little rant here about Lily to give a lot of people the details. I'll kind of summarize the story, but a lot of people ask. So, you know, we went on our honeymoon, and while we were on our honeymoon, we had some family and friends watch our dog in our apartment. So Lily never was boarded or anything like that. She stayed in the apartment the entire time, but I'm sure during that process where people were watching her, she was in her cage a decent amount. I'm sure that had, you know, I'm sure she was in her cage, but we had people who would play with her every day and feed her, and we had like a huge schedule. Like, I kid you guys not, my wife is super organized. We had like a schedule of who's watching her and when they're watching her and when they're taking her out. We had like 5 people in our family watching her on and off over the course of like the 1.5 weeks we were gone for a honeymoon. And we came back from our honeymoon, and Lily got really sick. We don't really know what exactly caused this. It seemed that she kind of ate a piece of a toy right around the same time, and I don't know if that's what caused it or if us being gone for so long triggered something in her, but basically, Lily started getting really sick, and she started getting really bad diarrhea, basically. And for a dog, diarrhea is really hard to diagnose because there's so many causes of it. So we did x-rays, we saw the doctor, we put her on this medicine called metronidazole or Flagyl, and with that medicine, the diarrhea went away right away, no problem. But as soon as we took her off that medicine, the diarrhea started again. So here we are with this problem of chronic diarrhea. Maybe chronic's not the right word, but we had this problem of diarrhea going, and I'm sorry I'm talking about diarrhea, but we had this problem, and this was like a serious problem. It was getting to the point where we would wake up every morning, and we would have her in her cage because she's still a puppy. We can't leave her out. She would get into trouble, and she would be waking up in just a pile of her own diarrhea, and like, I don't want that, guys. I love my dog. Like, I don't want to put her through that. So we like went on and off with these doctors, and you know, we kept seeing different doctors. This was in July, right? I got married in July. This all started in July, and we went on and off of trying different things. We tried different dietary things. We tried different medicines and so on and so forth. And the only thing that would work was this one medicine, metronidazole or Flagyl. And the problem with this, though, is this medicine is not meant for long-term in dogs because I guess it causes what's called toxicity. They can get really sick from it, and you don't want to risk that. So even though we had her on a relatively low dose, it was in our best interest to try to find what the real problem was and find a real solution as opposed to giving this temporary solution. So there were times where we've had her on this medicine for like a month at a time, and luckily no bad things have come as a result of that. But we went through this huge roller coaster of going to vets and things like that. And it eventually got to the point where we saw it. We had to, we took her off the medicine again, this metronidazole medicine, I would say probably in September or October, if you guys remember from my tweets. We took her off this medicine, and she got so sick, the sickest I've ever seen her. She was to the point where she couldn't eat. she was not only having diarrhea, but it was like incredibly bloody diarrhea. And I know, again, this is gross and I'm sorry. She was throwing up, like I said, and she just like had no energy. She was like in really, really bad shape, guys. It's very easy for a dog, especially a puppy, to spiral in a very downward direction if you don't kind of take care of that. So we had to admit her to an emergency clinic, which cost a tremendous amount of money. And basically the result of that was they had her hooked up to an IV, and they had to like kind of rehabilitate her over the course of the weekend to get her fluids and stuff like that ready. And we put her back on the Flagyl again. And that was kind of where we ended there. Like, we got her back to where she was gonna be okay, but then we had to put her back on the same medicine again. And it's just been like this crazy roller coaster. So anyway, kind of the good update from this, after, you know, months and months and months of dealing with this and seeing specialists, and we even were doing tests like that only one lab in the United States can even run this test. We had to ship her blood out to Michigan overnight. Like, we were doing some crazy stuff to figure out what was going on. We thought that at one point we were gonna have to do like surgery, which would have been like $10,000. I don't have dog insurance. It's too late now to get it for this problem because it's already got a history. We still don't know what's wrong. Here we are in December, almost at the end of the year. But the good news is, as of about 2 weeks ago, I did take her off of this medicine, metronidazole. We have her on a different medicine called prednisone, which is actually a steroid, which isn't exactly that great, but it's a long-term solution on a very low dosage for her. And we were able to find kind of a combination of different medicines that seem to work and solve the problem. So she's been steady now for about 2 weeks, not on the metronidazole or Flagyl, which is the medicine that she's been on since July, basically. And this is the first time that she's been good since our honeymoon without the the other medicine. So luckily, I think we're finally where we need to be with Lily, and she's as happy as ever. I love that dog, guys. I really do. It was a very stressful couple months dealing with that, and it was a very big burden financially. Like I said, I think total maybe like $5 to $7 grand worth of bills, guys. It was very expensive, and I'm not telling you guys this because I want anything. I'm just telling you to kind of give you the kind of the full magnitude of the situation, so you can understand how stressful it was from not only a monetary perspective, but really more importantly, like, I just love my dog, man. I really do. Like, it's crazy how much I love this dog. But the good news is, here we are, we're almost done with the year, and we seem to have found the solution. I'm very optimistic about it, feeling really good. We got her on a special diet, we've got her on the new medicine. I know exactly what to give her every single day, and it seems like it's a healthier long-term solution. So that's really awesome. So that's kind of the big three things: Lily, wedding, honeymoon, and house. Those are the big personal things that happened in 2016. So let's talk a little bit about YouTube and Twitch now, kind of a recap of kind of what went down. So when 2016 first started, we basically started the year on YouTube with about 75,000 subscribers on YouTube. And currently we're sitting at about 230 or so thousand. So we've tripled. we've tripled in size in 1 year, which is nuts. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, there's no other word for it, especially over the last month. I mean, I'm a numbers guy, if you don't know. I don't like to look at the numbers, like the sub count and stuff like that, and like kind of obsess over it, but I am a numbers guy. I love looking at the data. I love looking at the analytics. I have a marketing background and an analyst background. So this is one of my things, man. I love it. And I always tell people, I almost like the data side of things and the marketing side of things in terms of YouTube and Twitch almost as much as actually creating the content itself. I really do enjoy every aspect of this. It really fits kind of my skill set and just my interests in general and kind of my background in marketing and research. So pretty nuts stuff there, guys. Like, just crazy, man. Just absolutely crazy. We started the year on YouTube with, maybe 700 to 1 million views a month. Now we're doing like 4 to 5 million. Obviously, Sun and Moon has given us a little bit of a boost, as you can probably tell. I expect that number to go down, but it's all good, man. Like, it's just been crazy. You guys have turned up. The aDrive army has just grown tremendously, and a lot of that had to do with many things. The first thing was obviously the cage lock with Munching Orange. Doing the egg lock cage lock with Munch was a tremendous boost, and I'm thanking you if you're from Munching Orange's channel and you're still here. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I love Munch. I really do. I feel like him and I just had such great chemistry in terms of a collaboration perspective from working together on YouTube. I think he's a great dude, and I hope that we get to work together in the future. and we'll see what happens there. But really, really like working with Munch, so that was a big thing. You know, in terms of other YouTube stuff, I mean, we had the leagues, we had the GBA, we won the GBA title, which was really, really amazing. You see my Rampardos poster and my Metapod back there on this side, actually. GBA title, man, that was huge. That was so huge. Winning that was just unreal. I was so excited about that. You know, and we did a lot of cool things. We did the first ever Love Lock. We did, you know, the Shawnee Island quest, or I'm sorry, the Shawnee Lock. I'm pretty sure was at the very end of 2015 into 2016, if I'm not mistaken. I could be a little off there with the dates. But obviously the cage lock. And then we just grinded, man. We just did our thing. We just, every single day, putting out videos, always trying to aim for 2 videos a day at least. You know, we had our Shawnee reactions. We did a lot of cool stuff. So very, very proud of what we've accomplished here on YouTube. And I'm very excited for what's to come here in 2017. And I have a lot of cool things I'm going to talk about in this video for that. Twitch is kind of my other animal. You know, we do both Twitch and YouTube. And Twitch has gone from about 87,000 followers when the year started to now over 180,000 followers. So we've done, you know, more than double, about double on Twitch, which is pretty insane. Twitch is a lot harder to grow on than YouTube is for many reasons. One, you know, Twitch, you have to be streaming to grow. YouTube, you can upload a video and it can get really big and it can kind of work for you. And YouTube kind of grows faster over time because the more videos you do, the more chance, if you do them right, the more chances that someone will find an older video and, you know, kind of support you in the future and stuff. But Twitch is a totally different animal. So the fact that we have now 180,000 followers on Twitch, our streams are averaging, you know, just a crazy amount of active viewership, you know, between 2,000, 3,000 concurrent viewers right now, which is pretty crazy, man. Especially considering, you know, we started just like everyone else, man. Just a few years ago, we were streaming in front of 2 people, and now we're streaming in front of 3,000 almost every single day. And obviously, Sun and Moon has a lot to do with it. Obviously, 151 had a lot to do with that, which we'll talk about next. But I am having more fun on Twitch now than I ever have, guys. I am loving it. I'm having so much fun playing Sun and Moon live. And if you don't come to the live streams, I highly encourage you at least check it out. We have a blast, man. We have an amazing community, kind of fueled by, you know, not only your guys' support, but our amazing moderator team. So shout outs to all my mod squad, and shout outs to my Twitch, or my mod admins, my admin squad, all the homies, man, who hold it down and just make our community such a great community. We've done something very, very cool by creating a family-friendly community and a family-friendly environment on a website that many times is not that. And we've done something really unique, and I think that we do a great job of keeping our community clean and family-friendly and just interactive for everyone. And you know, while things have changed on our stream in terms of how I run them, I really feel that we've stuck true to kind of where I started as a streamer, and I always try to be interactive. I always try to read the message in the chat and respond and have just a good conversation with you guys, because I love talking to you guys. I really, really do, and I hope that, you know, we get a chance to talk in the future on Twitch. And yeah, so I have mentioned this too in terms of kind of my time recently. I have been shifting a little bit of my time towards Twitch more than YouTube recently. I would say originally I was like 70-30 Twitch, and that slowly kind of morphed to about 50-50 Twitch and YouTube. I was really splitting my time evenly between the two, and now I'm trying to get closer back to like a 60-40 Twitch YouTube, maybe even a 70-30 Twitch YouTube. I'm really kind of pushing a little bit more on Twitch right now. For a couple of reasons. One, I really am enjoying streaming. I'm really enjoying the live interaction. One of the main reasons is YouTube does seem to have some issues. I'm not gonna just complain about YouTube in this video, but there have been lots of complaints from big YouTubers, small YouTubers, everything in between, myself included, people getting unsubscribed from channels without wanting to be, just all sorts of stuff. And it's been very frustrating as a creator to think about that. Like the fact that there's people who want to see the videos that I'm putting out and that I'm spending all this time on, but they don't even know they're there because YouTube has some sort of a bug that unsubscribed them. That just really frustrates me. But you know, I'm still plugging away. Just because I say I'm switching my focus a little bit more towards Twitch doesn't mean I'm not focusing on YouTube. We've still been doing 2 videos a day. In fact, today we'll probably have 4 videos, so lots of videos and a stream. I'm on my grind, man. I'm having a good time, and I'm enjoying Sun and Moon more than I even thought I was going to. I'm really having fun playing this game. In terms of the grind, I talk a lot about working hard. I talk a lot about the grind, and I'm very happy with how things have gone. We worked our butts off for those first few weeks after Sun and Moon came out. The 151-hour stream, which we'll talk about in a second, obviously was a big part of that, but all the uploads that I did and everything like that, it got so bad, guys. I kid you guys not. I got so bad from sitting on this computer and working so many hours. I mean, like, I'm not even kidding, guys. Like, 7 a.m. to like 10 p.m. like every day. It was crazy. I got to the point where I was getting like really dizzy and I couldn't even sit at my computer anymore, so I had to take a few days off. And luckily, I'm good now. I was able to avoid having to go to the doctor or anything. I'm like, I feel totally fine. It's been like 2 weeks and I'm good now. So just needed to take a little bit of a break there, and kind of as we round out the year, I still plan on doing my normal thing, streams every day pretty much and videos, but I'm gonna probably take it a little bit lighter for the next like week or two, just to kind of, I don't know, enjoy some time with my wife and my family and stuff. So let's talk about 151 real quick. 151, we did a 151-hour live stream on Twitch. Myself, Books and Games, and Crimson Seabad. I'm very proud to say that that went amazingly well, guys. Like, I am blown away at how well 151 did. I didn't expect it to do that. I thought that it would do well. I thought that it was a cool idea. I didn't expect it to do what it did. If you don't know, we had over 1 million unique viewers during 151. So over the course of 151 hours, 1 million people saw that stream. And I know there was a lot of really, really awesome people who saw that stream, and you're one of them, and I appreciate that. So thank you, or I hope you're one of them. Thank you guys for everyone who turned up during 151, because that was nuts, man. Like, I think we hit over 8,000 viewers at one point. We were between like 5 and 6 most of the time. Big shout outs to Crimson Seabad and Books and Games, guys. Those guys held it down. They took the whole week off. They drove here. Chase drove like 12 hours. Matt drove like 6 hours. They drove to my house. They stayed in my house. It was a blast, man. We had so much fun. And I think you guys can genuinely see during 151 that we had so much fun. Like, we're all good friends. Like, we really are friends. This wasn't a business thing. This was, hey guys, I have this cool idea. Let's do it together. It'll be a lot of fun. And I think it was just that. We had such a good time, and it was so awesome. And Matt's even been here since then. Like, I had Matt come like 2 weeks ago to hang out and do some stuff. And I think you're going to see a lot of Books and Games on our channel here in the future with Shiny Race and stuff like that. I really like Matt. He's a really good dude. And the same goes for Chase. Both of them are awesome. And I'm proud to say they are both now partnered streamers on Twitch. I may or may not have had a little bit of influence on that, so that's really cool. I'm very glad that I was able to not only, give them this opportunity. They obviously helped me out a lot too, don't get me wrong. They helped me out a lot because I couldn't have done 151 without them. But it's really rewarding for me to know that I was able to not only help them, but really give them an opportunity. Not to say they couldn't have done it on their own, because they definitely could have. They're both great creators, but to give them an opportunity to be in front of an audience that might not have otherwise seen them, and give them an opportunity to grow and develop their content. And I know Matt has since left his job, so he is full-time on Twitch right now. I think Chase is headed in that direction very soon, hopefully. I'm pulling for him. You guys have been supporting him, so that's awesome. I really want to see that happen, and I'm happy that my two friends could do really, really well, and I'm so happy that they're partnered on Twitch and able to start this journey, because I've been doing it now for a few years. I've been doing YouTube for 6 and Twitch now for like 2-ish, and it's been a wild ride, and anyone I can help out that I think deserves it, I'm going to try to help them out. And I talk a lot about building the community on Twitch, and I really stand by that. And I think you guys see that by not only what I've done for those two dudes, but trying to help out the community by rating other people and really just trying to support the community and really grow it from the ground up, because I think there's a lot of awesome creators. And, obviously, the bigger the Pokemon community is, the better it is for everyone. So that's kind of one of my big focuses. So that's kind of the recap of 2016 in terms of that kind of stuff. Let's talk a little bit about some of the stuff that's going on right now. And this video is going to be really long. I talk a lot, guys. I didn't realize it was going to be this long, but that's okay. So first things first, house tour and office tour. I promised these two things when I moved in. I know I haven't done them yet. Let me talk about that real quick. So house tour is kind of on hold right now, and the reason why the house tour is on hold is because the house isn't done. The house itself is obviously in livable condition, but truthfully, I don't have a kitchen table yet, and I don't have a dining room table yet. So it's a little bit weird, and I still have some stuff that is not put away yet because we don't have the dining room set. So that stuff's kind of expensive, and I haven't got it yet. So hopefully in the next few months, I will get that stuff. And once I have all that stuff, I'll happily do the house tour. I wanted to make sure my wife and I were like totally settled in and the house is in pretty good situation. Then I would do the house tour. I don't want to be filming like folding tables and stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I don't know. I just kind of want to make sure it looks good before I do the tour and make sure it's nice and clean and stuff. And things have been still pretty crazy, as you can imagine, between first moving in, then 151 and all that stuff, having people living in our house, and now the holiday season. So it just need a little time to settle down. Office tour will likely be before the house tour. I will do an office tour. The thing holding me up from that is there's a few things I need to hang on the wall still that people sent that I haven't gotten frames for, so I gotta do that. And once I do that, I'm happy to film the office tour too. So probably January. I'm gonna set the goal for January, make sure we do that. In terms of current series, we got the bug lock going on. That is amazing, guys. We're gonna be wrapping up the bug lock here probably this week, maybe next week. So if you haven't been following that series, definitely check it out, guys. It is my first genuine playthrough of Sun and Moon. Yeah, I did the whole playthrough with bug only. It's everything. Every episode that I filmed was the first time I did that area or whatever. So it is my genuine reaction to everything. Very tough to do a bug only Nuzlocke. Crazy. We got 2 shinies during the playthrough. Definitely check it out, guys, because if you like what I do here and you want to see kind of me let's play setting, having some fun with my favorite type of Pokemon, which is bug type, definitely check that out. I think you'll dig it. And thank you to everyone who supported. We got so much love on the episode 1 and just kind of beyond there. So thank you. We got the Shiny Island quest as well, which is going on. I'm going to film that right after I film this. So quite a bit going on there with the Shiny Island quest. Very, very cool going on there. We are getting there. I think we're probably about 2/3 of the way through. We'll probably finish that up by maybe the second week in January at the latest. I'm trying to do like 5 episodes a week, so we should get through that pretty soon. So we got that going on, which has been amazing. I'm loving that series. So fun to use all these different shiny Pokemon. Been having a blast using, you know, we've got Marowak on it, we've got Lurantis, we've got Bruxish, which is pretty cool. We've got Crabominable. We got Toucannon. We're going to go for our 6th shiny pretty soon. So definitely check that out if you haven't. A lot of people have been asking me for more guides. I did some guides. I did the shiny guide, how to get the shiny Pokemon in Sun and Moon. Over 1 million views as of today. So thank you for that, because that is nuts, man. 1 million views in a video. That's my 2nd video ever to hit 1 million views. And this one did it in about a month, where the other one took like almost a year. So pretty crazy, man. 1 million view video is no easy feat, especially for a Pokemon content creator. It's very, very hard to do that. So I'm very blown away that we have 2 videos over 1 million views. So thank you guys for that. A lot of people have been asking for guides. I will be doing guides, guys. Guys. We got, I did the Nature, I did the Smeargle, I did the Destiny Knot, we did the Shiny Hunting. Expect IVs, EVs, SOS chaining, getting the Ditto. I'm gonna make all these guides. In fact, tomorrow I'm actually taking the day off from streaming, and I'm gonna be just grinding out these guides to you guys for next week. So I'm hoping to really make like a nice little collection of tutorials for you guys, kind of covering a lot of different things in competitive and shiny hunting and things like that, and I'll try to make them as comprehensive as I can and make them really awesome for you guys so you can reference them whenever you need to. I've wanted to do them for a while, but things have been a little bit busy on everything else. I want to make sure I get the other videos done first, and kind of simultaneously with YouTube being a little funky, I've kind of waited a little bit there. So that's that. We got all those cool videos. A lot of people have been asking about the next cage lock. There will be another cage lock, and it will be in Sun and Moon. It is probably not going to be an egg lock cage lock, though. We're probably going to scrap the egg idea. That was just, a lot of people asked me about the egg lock cage lock, but really, it's just the cage lock. The egg idea was kind of added on as a way to make it a little bit different for me and Munch, but this time around, we're going to make it even more different, but I'm not going to tell you why. We have a really cool secret planned. I say we, I'm not going to tell you who it's with yet. You might be able to guess. I don't want to say it yet, but it is confirmed, and I have discussed with the person that we are doing it. We've been planning it out now for, I would say, like 3 months of us kind of back and forth talking about it and getting some ideas and kind of planning it out. And we wanted to wait until after the holidays and after we kind of finish our own Let's Plays and everything like that before we start the next one. But we're aiming, I would say, if I had to make a conservative guess, I would say February, maybe March. I would say that's a pretty safe guess for when it starts. So kind of keep an eye out around there, sometime around there. Sun and Moon cage lock, gonna be awesome. We're gonna take us to the next level. Got some really cool ideas to make it even better than before. So get hyped for that, guys. We got some really, really neat ideas. In terms of shiny stuff, let me actually make another note here. I just thought of something really cool. So in terms of shiny stuff, we've got all the shiny uploads. I'm still shiny hunting on Twitch, if you guys don't know. I plan on keeping those shiny uploads going. I do want to make some more montages. Every 50, we're doing shiny montages. I want to go through some of my old clips and maybe make another top 5 video pretty soon in terms of some of my top reactions. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of shiny hunting. I'm not stressed about it. I don't want to ever feel that I'm racing to try to complete the shiny decks, guys. It's a long feat. It's years and years of shiny hunting to get to where I'm hoping to get to. We've got about 270 shinies right now on our decks, about 450 total on our channel, and we got to get to probably about 780 or so to really finish, because there's some Pokemon you can't get shiny. So let's say 750 roughly, something like that. So we've got quite a ways to go. But I do plan on continuing it and trying to, you know, get shinies when I can and do some shiny hunting on stream. And that's going to be one of the core focuses of my Twitch content for at least the foreseeable future. So nothing too new there. One thing that will be kind of cool with the shiny hunting is I do plan on having Books and Games, Matt, come to the A house, the office here, once a month, I would say. He does have a decent drive and he's got his own content. to do, but we've talked about having him come for like 3 days at a time, once a month, maybe even more frequently than that, maybe once every 3 weeks, and doing shiny races live on stream and just hanging out. I like just hanging out with the dude, like not even with the camera on, we just like to hang out. So that's really cool, man. So expect some shiny races. We did one during 151. We did another one like last week or 2 weeks ago, but we didn't get the shiny, so I didn't upload it to YouTube, but definitely plan on more shiny races with Matt, maybe some other people, but Matt is definitely my my shiny race buddy, so expect some with that. So let's talk about some of the new stuff. Let's talk a little bit about kind of some of the plans for 2017 and the series we're gonna do. So we talked cage lock, we talked shiny hunting, we talked all that stuff. So here's the big one. Here is the big announcement that I've been excited to tell you guys about. And I'm really hyped about it. And actually, if I do some clicking here, I might be able to even kind of give you guys a little preview on my computer while I'm doing this video live here. We're gonna, yeah, I think I can do that. So I might be able to actually even just show it to you. It might look a weird, so I'll crop it in a second. But I'm gonna be starting a series in January, and it's a very interesting series. And I'm not sure how you guys are gonna react to it, if I'm being totally honest. I don't know what the support is gonna be on this. I don't know if you guys are really interested in doing this, but I'm looking for something new to do as a creator and something new to challenge myself as an individual. So I've decided to take on this challenge, and it's a big one. It is a big challenge. And I said on Twitter the other day that this might have been my biggest project that I've ever really thought about doing. And it is going to be called Road to Regionals, Road to St. Louis. So if you guys don't know, the VGC 2017 circuit is now active in Sun and Moon. The VGC format is what's called the Video Game Championship format. It's the official format by the Pokemon Company, and I've never really played it. It's doubles, so you have 6 Pokemon on your team, you get into a battle, you see what your opponent's 6 Pokemon is, you choose 4, each chooses 4, and it's a double battle format, so 2 on 2, but it's 4 on 4 really. And it's a format that I've kind of dabbled with very, very briefly. You guys have seen I did the aDrive to the top for like 2 weeks and bailed on it in ORAS, and that's about all I've done for VGC. I probably have played less than 15 double battles in my life. In terms of VGC, like competitive, like less than 15, maybe 20. Not a lot. I am a complete noob, totally know nothing what I'm doing. I mean, I know battling, I know competitive Pokemon, I've been playing competitive Pokemon since Pokemon Emerald, but that's all been singles. Double Battles is a new game, man. It's a new format for me. It's totally fresh and different and exciting, and I'm hyped about it, guys. So I'm gonna be starting this series called Road to Regionals, and, excuse me, yawn a little bit there. It's not an aDrive video if I don't yawn, but we got the Road to Regionals, and basically what I'm gonna be doing, guys, is I'm gonna be playing VGC format pretty much exclusively in terms of my streams and my YouTube channel battles for a few months. I'm going to start from 0, knowing absolutely nothing, to ultimately competing at the St. Louis Regional on March 4th in St. Louis, Missouri in the United States. Now, I've never competed at an official Pokemon event. The last official tournament that I competed at for anything was probably Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was like 14. I competed at a regional. So this will be kind of very different for me. I feel that I've proven myself as a battler on YouTube through the GBA, through the UCL, through the NPA, by making the playoffs like every season pretty much, except for this most recent season, the UCL, by winning the title. I've done all that. I've done it. I feel good about it. Whether you think I'm the best battler in the world or not, I don't think I am by any means, so don't take this the wrong way. I don't think I'm that great. But I've done the things that I wanted to do as a battler in the singles format, and I'm very proud of what I did because I spent a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of hours into those leagues to make sure I can try to win those matches. And I really want to put that same dedication and energy into the VGC format, the doubles format. So this is going to be a new adventure for me. It's going to be rough, and I'm not expecting to go to this regional in March and do amazing by any means, but I'm curious to see what can be done in 2 months. So starting in January, we'll be starting this new series called Road to Regionals. The general idea behind it is I'm going to be building teams. I will be doing everything 1,000,000% legit. I'll be breeding up my own Pokemon. I don't gen my Pokemon, so I will be competing 1,000,000% legit, especially since it's an official tournament. So I'll be breeding all my Pokemon. I already started breeding some. I got my Flawless Oranguru and stuff like that. And I'm going to be learning the format from scratch. I'm going to be learning from scratch, and the majority of the series will be through the battle spot. I'm going to be trying to rank my way up through the battle spot using the VGC format, learning the format, just learning the basics of it, getting familiar with the different Pokemon and what they do, and ultimately going out to St. Louis and competing and hopefully having some fun, man. That's going to be the plan. The goal is to have fun. Ultimately, I don't care if I lose every match. I don't want to, obviously, but if I do, I do. It'll be a great learning experience, and my hope is to kind of vlog the experience and kind of wrap it up. So for the next 2 months, starting in January, I don't know when, maybe the second week in January, maybe the first week, this new series will be starting, and it's going to be one of the main things we bring to you guys on the channel. And I encourage you to not only check out these videos, but also learn with me, because I know a lot of you guys don't know the format too well. Some of you guys might be experts, and that'll be great because I could use your help. But I encourage you to learn it with me and have some fun, because to me, it's like, why not learn the official Pokemon format? It doesn't seem that they're changing it anytime soon. And one of the cool things that I really like is it's restricted to the Alolan Dex. So it's actually restricted to the Pokemon that are only caught in Alola, which brings it down to about 300 Pokemon, realistically like 100 viable Pokemon, which in my opinion is way cooler than dealing with 800. You know, Pokebank is coming soon. I'm not that excited about Pokebank, if I'm being totally honest. So I think kind of having this opportunity to work with, you know, these 300 Pokemon or whatever it is, train them up, breed them up legit, do it legit, battle, have some fun, learn the format, and hopefully do okay at this regional. Sounds like a fun challenge, and again, I'm looking forward to it because I like to challenge myself to new things, and I want to do something that is different for you guys. So I want to give you guys that experience from start to finish, where I start to learn the format from nothing to the point where I'm actually competing at a regionals and hopefully doing well and vlogging the experience and having a good time and all that good stuff. And I'm very pleased to announce that Wolf Glick, who is the 2016 world champion, and I'm proud to announce that Wolf Glick and Aaron Cybertron Zhang will be assisting me on this series. So I have those two guys in my corner helping me out. I've reached out to a few other people that I haven't gotten responses back from, but I'm hoping to also have a few other top tier VGC players help me out on the series. I don't anticipate them being on every episode, but I've talked to like Wolf and Aaron, and I've kind of you know, asked them if they're willing to kind of help out once every few weeks and jump on an episode with me and kind of help me through the move process and maybe help me with some of the team building and stuff like that. And I think that's not only going to be super helpful for me, obviously, but very insightful for you guys, because it'll give you kind of that super pros perspective. Because if you guys don't know, Wolf is just an insane player. This guy's insane. And Aaron is looked at, like I said, Aaron these guys are both just nuts. And, you know, as much as Pokemon is a game of luck, these two guys defy that every single competition they go to, because they just win every time. They can't be that lucky. It's got to be skill, right? So these guys are so good, man. So I'm very thankful for them. So if you see them on Twitter, just give them a nice little shout out there and show them some love. Those guys are amazing. I'm really excited to work with them. And again, there are some other people that I did reach out to, and some more people that I will be reaching out to that I haven't reached out to yet that I'm hoping to also have on the series. So if you know any like really good VGC players who might be interested in kind of being on the channel, first of all, and helping me out and kind of shedding their knowledge to you guys, that would be amazing, because my focus with this series is not only to learn the format myself, but to encourage you guys to try to learn it with me. And we're gonna kind of have this like learning process from noob to hopefully not so newbie in about 2 months. That's kind of my focus there. So that's everything going on with Road to Regionals. I wanted to show you guys, let me see if it'll pop up. There it is. Let me just kind of, this is kind of live. I didn't want to edit this, but you can see here kind of my, this is my graphics that my designer just sent me this morning. Not final, but you can see the gist of kind of what we're working with. If you got the Road to Regionals logo, got that nice St. Louis arch, and I thought it'd be really cool to participate in the St. Louis Regional specifically, because January is way too busy, February is way too busy, and January or March seems like the best time for me to compete, to give myself a little bit of time to learn the format. So plus we got the St. Louis Rampardos. I've never been to St. Louis, surprisingly, so that's just kind of made sense. I got to head smash my way to victory there. So that's the gist going on there with the Road to Regionals. I'm so hyped about that series, guys. I really feel like it's gonna be really cool, and I think I'm going into it with a great perspective in that I'm not worried about kind of how people are going to perceive it from a support perspective. I'm just going into it with this goal in mind. I want to have fun. I want to teach you guys the format. I want to learn the format, more importantly, and I want to, you know, compete at a high level and see how it goes. So that's going on with Road to Regionals. GBA, UCL, NPA, the Global Battle Association, United Championship League, and National Pokemon Association. 3 competitive single leagues that I play in. I have committed and told you guys that I do intend to play in these leagues, and that has not changed. I do still plan to compete in the leagues. It looks like the GBA and the NPA are gonna probably start around February, if I had to guess. We're waiting for Pokebank to come out before we really commit to anything. So we need Pokebank to come out first. So once Pokebank is out, we're good there. We're gonna be rocking with that. So that'll be really sweet. We've got the, you know, the GBA, UCL, NPA. Like I said, I do plan on competing, but I do wanna just set this now. I am very strapped for time, especially with this Road to Regionals, the shiny hunting, the cage lock, all this other stuff. I'm gonna be pretty strapped for time. So it's no secret that I am going to be going into these leagues with the sole intention of just trying to have a good time. My focus is always to win. I hate losing, trust me, I really do, guys. But I'm not gonna put the pressure on myself that I have in the past. So if I get bodied every week, I get bodied every week, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to really put that insane amounts of pressure on myself because I haven't learned the format yet either. Like, this is a new format with Sun and Moon out, singles, and I've played less than 20 singles battles so far, and here we are a month into the game. I just haven't had time. I've been focusing on other kind of creation content. So I do plan on playing in them. I will have people helping me, obviously, with team building. That's no secret. I don't have any shame in saying that. Pretty much every coach, or most coaches, have people helping them team build. So I have a team of people who will be helping me team build. That doesn't mean they're going to build my whole team for me. I like to build the team, but I have people who give me ideas and help me, think of things that maybe I wouldn't think of. So I will be working with a team of people that are going to assist there to kind of make the load a little bit easier for me, because there's times where I spend 5 hours a week on team building, and I just can't do that anymore. I got to get my team building down to an hour a team. I can't spend 5 hours. I don't have the time anymore. So that's kind of the plan there. Next update is very, very amazing, guys. I've been kind of holding off on saying anything, but I am in the process of getting a website built for aDrive. I'm not going to tell you too many details, but know it's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. I have this great dude working on it. I have everything all set up pretty much. We've got a lot of ideas on how the website's going to be coded and how it can be really helpful for you guys, not only to view information that's regarding my content and what I'm creating, but also kind of give yourself a lot of resources and easy access to a lot of the resources that we have. So get hyped for that, guys. Again, I don't want to talk too much details, but because it's still kind of in the early stages, I'm thinking in about a month it'll be all done. But get excited for that. I'm really hyped about the website, and it's going to be huge. So that pretty much wraps up the gist for what's going on in the next few months anyway. I'm really excited to share some of these ideas with you guys. Cage Lock, Road to Regionals, all the league battles, all the stuff we have going on. Maybe I'm loading my plate too much, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But let's talk a little bit about 2017 here before we wrap up this video, because I'm approaching an hour here, which is a long time of talking. I did not expect myself to talk this long. So kind of some other goals for 2017. 2016, I made my New Year's resolution, one of my main resolutions in 2016 was to be a more positive person, to be just a happier person, and to try to spread that positivity to other people. And I feel that I really, really accomplished that. I think that anyone who has seen my streams from 2015 to 2016 can probably, provide testament or, kind of give their perspective on the fact that I do feel that I've gotten to be a more positive streamer, and I have just better vibes on my stream. I'm less quick to get frustrated or angry at little dumb things, and I think that's really important as a creator to really be able to just enjoy what you're doing, and I think I've done that a lot better. I'm having way more fun than I ever had. I just really am having so much fun creating videos and stuff. So I'm definitely feeling that. So obviously 2017, just kind of keep going on that. That's one of my big things. I really want to keep focusing on doing that and just being a more positive person and spreading that positivity. There's a lot of nonsense in the world, guys. Let's be real. There's a lot of bad stuff that happens, man. It stinks, but the best thing you can do is worry about the things that you can control. That's my best advice. Worry about the things that you can control. If you can't control it, don't worry about it. You don't want to get stressed over it. Like, for example, like a few days ago, my wife and I were going somewhere, and she was worried that she was going to see someone that she didn't want to see. And I'm like, honey, don't worry about it. Stop worrying about whether you're going to see them or not. You can't change the outcome. If they're there, then you got to deal with it. If they're not there, then you just spend all this time worrying for no reason. Worry when you get there. If you see them and you don't want to see them, then you can worry. Don't worry now, because you're just going to ruin your time, right? So that's one of my biggest things, is like try to focus on the things that you can control and that you do have an impact on. And if you can't control anything, you have no influence or impact over the outcome of whatever is bothering you, then try not to let it bother you as much as it is, because it's really, you'll feel better if you don't. One of the big things that I want to do in 2017 is start to expand to other games. Now, my focus is content creation in Pokemon. That's not changing. You see all this Pokemon stuff behind me. There's a reason it's there. I love Pokemon, man. I really do. I don't plan on going too far away from Pokemon, but there are some other games that I do want to play next year. Breath of the Wild is one of the main ones. Legend of Zelda. I want to play Kingdom Hearts again. I love Kingdom Hearts, but I haven't played it. And people always ask me, aDrive, what games do you play besides Pokemon? And if you want to know the truth, nothing. In 2016, the only video games that I played and I'm pretty sure this is an accurate list, and I might miss 1 or 2 games. But really the only games I played more than like a few hours was Pokemon and Minecraft. I think those are the only 2 video games I played this year that I played for more than like 2 hours. I played like a few hours of Call of Duty once in a while. Haven't played in like over a month. I don't play Call of Duty anymore. I didn't even buy the new ones. I'm done with that part of my life. But I do want to play some other games. I think it'll be really fun. I had so much fun playing Sun and Moon and just enjoying a brand new game. I'm really excited for Legend of Zelda. I love that series. I haven't played all of them, but I'm excited for Breath of the Wild. It looks awesome. And I'm sure there's some other titles that are going to be really enticing as 2017 kind of rolls on. And kind of one of the other topics that I did want to address too is weight loss. Now, this has been this one plague, man, that's just been haunting me for a long time, guys. I've been dealing with this my whole life, man, the weight loss thing, and it stinks, dude. It's really annoying. So let me throw this out there. I don't personally think that I'm like super duper overweight, but I definitely need to lose some weight, guys. I definitely do. Whether you think I do or not, it's not really up for debate. I look at the scale. I know what I look like every day. I definitely need to lose some weight. I'm about the same weight I was when the year started, so I haven't really shifted, but I did lose like 25 pounds, and then I kind of gained it back. So I did lose some weight this year before the wedding, and I gained it all back after the wedding. That honeymoon was not very food friendly, man. It was so food friendly. There was so much good food, and I definitely gained at least 10 of the 25 pounds back on that honeymoon. I'm not gonna lie. But that's one of the big things that I do want to focus on. I'm really hoping to try to shed a few pounds. It's every year. I hate it because I say it every year. Sometimes I've done it, sometimes I don't. Like, at the end of the day, I'm very happy with my life, and I'm very happy with myself and all that good stuff, but I also realize that it's in my best interest from a health perspective to lose some weight. It's not that I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh man, I hate how I look. Honestly, I look how I look, man. It is what it is. But I do realize that it's in my best interest to, from a health perspective, to try to eat a little bit healthier, to lose some weight. So I want to do that. I want to try to get into a better vibe there. And this isn't just like a New Year's resolution. This is just something I need to do in general. So whether, you know, I start eating healthier right now or next week or 5 months from now, it's just something I know I want to do in 2017. I really want to do that. I really want to take some time and just focus on trying to get into an exercise regimen and just a little bit healthier eating. I know I can do it. If you guys don't know, in the past, I've lost over 50 pounds 2 separate times in my life. I've done it before. I just always have a bad habit of falling back onto my old habits of eating because I really like eating food. I really like bad food, unhealthy food. Not like junk food, but like, I don't know, going out to eat and stuff like that. I really like just bad food. Not even fast food. I don't even really eat fast food. Just a lot of calories. So definitely one of the things I want to do. You know, I'm bringing this up because I want to do it. If I don't do it, whatever, it is what it is. But I really want to focus on it and make it kind of one of my goals this coming year to try to shed a few pounds, just get a little bit healthier and you know, give myself a better chance at making it to, I don't know, 50 or 70 or 80 years old or whatever one day, you know? So that's kind of the gist there with that. Otherwise, guys, I'm really looking forward to 2017, man. 2016 was a crazy year for me, like I said. If you watch this whole video, props to you. You know, it was a crazy year, like I said, wedding, honeymoon, house, dog, stream, YouTube, everything, man. It's been a wild ride, but I'm loving life, guys. I've never been happier in my life than I am right now, and I've done some pretty cool things in my life, but this is where I'm at right now. I'm hoping this isn't my pinnacle. I'm hoping this is still just part of the climb to the top, but I'm loving it, and I have you guys to thank for that. So thank you guys for that. If you have any questions for me or any concerns or anything like that, feel free to put them in the comments. I'm gonna make a very, very strong effort to try to read every single comment on this video and answer more comments than maybe I normally would. Not because I try to avoid doing it otherwise, but because I really want to get the feedback and really this is kind of my send-off video for 2016, so I think it's really important to get your feedback. So if you're still here, let me know what your thoughts are on kind of what your favorite thing on the channel is so far. How do you feel about all these new plans and everything that I plan on doing? Are you hyped for VGC? You hyped for League? You hyped for Shawnees? Hyped for Cage Lock? Lots of cool stuff. Otherwise, before I wrap this up here, guys, again, I will be attending a few events this year. My plan is to be going to the regionals in St. Louis on March 4th. If you plan on attending, please, please, please say hi to me. I would love to meet you. I promise I'm not weird. I'm the same person I am on camera as I am off camera, so please say hi to me. Same thing, PAX East, guys. I'm waiting to get approved for my media badge, but I don't anticipate any issues, and hopefully I don't have any issues. So I'm hoping to get a media pass there. And I'm hoping to get my wife one as well, so hopefully you can meet both myself and my wife Danny at PAX East. I will be there, and I dedicate my time at PAX East to you guys, not to other stuff. Last time I went to like dinner with my mod squad a few nights, and I hung out with you guys during the day at the Handheld Lounge, and that's what I want to do. I want to spend time with you guys, so please, if you're going to PAX East, let's do it. Let's hang out. Let's give each other a hug, high five. I'll give you a business card. We'll hang out. We'll grab lunch. We'll do something. I would love to meet you guys. Otherwise, in terms of other events I plan to attend, if I get invited to E3 this year, I'm definitely going. I missed it last year because I missed my flight. I was very mad. I hate you, Delta. I missed my flight by legitimately 2 minutes. They wouldn't allow me to check in to the terminal, despite the fact that I was an hour early to my flight. Technically, I was only 58 minutes early, and you have to be an hour early, and the flight wasn't even gone yet, and they wouldn't let me on the plane, so I missed my flight because I didn't have the time or the money to buy the next one. It would have been like $1,200 or whatever for the next flight. It was stupid. I'm not spending that much money. I kid you guys not, they only had like first class available or whatever. So I missed my flight, so I didn't go to E3, but I would love to go this year if I get an invite. So if I get lucky enough to get invited for that, I will probably try to go. Otherwise, my main priority in terms of events is TwitchCon. I missed it this past year. I had a wedding that I had to attend. A close family friend, or a close friend rather, had a wedding, and I had to go to that. I'm glad I went, but TwitchCon would have been awesome. So I do plan on going to TwitchCon this year. So if you go, wherever it is, I don't know where it is, when it is, any of that, but I do plan on attending. I'm gonna make sure I'm free for that, no matter what. Unless someone in my family's having a baby or getting married, I'm going. So we're gonna have that happen. And I don't know about any other events, honestly. I don't think I'll probably go to any others than those, unless I really enjoy the VGC stuff and want to do another regional. That's probably where we wrap up there in terms of the events and stuff this year, because they do cost a lot of money to travel and stuff like that. So either way, guys, really hyped about everything we have to come. We have a lot in store for you guys in 2017. 2016 was amazing. I promise you guys, as always, I will do everything I can to work as hard as I can, to put out as good of videos as I can, and just be the guy that spreads the positivity and hopefully makes your day a little bit better. And I'm gonna keep doing that, and hopefully you guys keep enjoying. That's gonna be it for me, guys. My name is Dan. I'll go by aDrive, and I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace.